Good morning. Dan spent about 5 minutes trying to pronounce my name. And said, so how do you say it? I said, Soonthornsima, but aren't you from Louisiana? He spent some time in Louisiana. I said, you can call me Boudreaux. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Louisiana, you got two names. It's not Soonthornsima. It's either Boudreaux or Thibodeau. Look it up. But anyway, so at work, I used to tell my people, all you have to do is call me Boudreaux, and it's good enough. And that's kind of stuck with me for 11 years. Anyway, good morning. Let me see. All right, dear, we're missing page 1, but that's okay. We'll wing it. Give me 1 second. Okay. Well, good morning. Our family is quite familiar with big changes. And Anna and I have moved around quite a bit in our many, many, many years of marriage. In fact, change is part of our modus operandi. It's really how we roll. In fact, our kids, Kyle and Caden, are so used to being around in different cities. They grew up in multiple cities over the years. And they've become quite resilient. All of us have become quite resilient, and we always have embraced change. New experiences, new schools, new cities, new opportunities, and new community. When we arrived here at St. Gregory's back in 2015, after moving from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, this community was in quite a bit of change. It was in the progress of going through a rector search, for those of you who were around, and in fact, some of you were leading that process. We liked the church almost immediately. It was going through a major change, but yet the community here felt so vibrant. They seemed so welcoming. They were welcoming, and it was resilient. Clearly, this community was embracing change. So it felt natural for us and for our family to say, you know what, let's join the change. It just seemed natural to us. So how did we become a part of a church community? When our oldest son, Kyle, was born 23 years ago, we really didn't go to church, but we wanted to give our son an experience of growing up in a church, any church. In fact, we weren't shopping around for a church, okay? We were looking for a community. So we landed at a church, an Episcopal church, just by chance, because our friend, Father Freddie Duval, was a young rector over there at University of New Orleans on the lake, in New Orleans. And he led this very vibrant, small community of students and local parishioners, and it was very diverse, very vibrant. And later on, Freddie baptized both our sons, Kyle and Caden. So subsequently, we moved to Baton Rouge from New Orleans, and Freddie told us to join this church called another Episcopal church in Baton Rouge, Trinity Episcopal Church. So, not surprisingly, that church also was going through a rector search. Okay, the rector had just left. They were going through months and months of rector search. But we fell in love with that community. We volunteered. We were on school board, vestry, all committees, and our sons were very much involved. Cub Scout, the school, and so forth. And so here we are at St. Gregory's. Our family clearly has been blessed with having found such a wonderful community during a time of change. For the last 8 years we've been here, we've been involved. St. Gregory's is blessed to have a community of parishioners who have been here a long time and who have always remained committed to this community. We are blessed to have new families and families with children. It's such a joy to us, and hopefully most people here, if not all of you, to be hearing and seeing them roaming around during church. It's just there they are. They're a part of our community. They really are enjoying themselves. If you want to wake up on Sunday morning, you come to church, you go over there, you say, my gosh, that's just a wonderful thing to see. And wonderful to have the children as part of our community. And we are truly inspired. Anna and I are truly inspired by this community. We are inspired by each of your generosity and the time and talent and treasure we all put in. As St. Gregory's is going through change once again, it is blessed with having Father Dan, our wardens, vestry, and all committees and volunteers. And these people are very committed. They're very passionate about our church and our community. We are particularly blessed as a community to have some endowment funds, gifts from generous parishioners from years past. This is critically important for the fact that endowment fund has helped us close the budget gap year after year. However, St. Gregory's cannot sustain on the endowment fund indefinitely. So we are a committee, we're going through change, and we can continue to be vibrant and engaging community. However, St. Gregory's can only be sustainable, continue its mission, if the community it serves sees it through. We are blessed indeed to have all of us here in this community making commitment together for St. Gregory's. Thank you.